Now our next guest has sold millions and millions of albums all over the world. In fact, he's one of the hottest R&B Latin artists out there. But now he just crossed over to mainstream pop. His name is Frankie Negron, and he stopped by the studio to talk about his new album, his new sound, and where it's going. Let's check it out.
She never needed a reason to make sure that I see look in her eyes. She's in the air that I'm breathing, floating through my nose, if all that was right. And as she walks away, I'm breaking down inside. There's no escape. I can see it coming, feel the fire burning, trying not to love her, but I can't move on. Comes without a warning, screaming out for more, a chance for more than goodbye, 'cause she's still amazing.
Hi everybody, you watch On the Mic with yours truly, Mike Sherman. I'm down here at the beautiful, world-famous Circle House Studios in Studio A with multi-platinum Latin crossover artist Frankie Negron. Frankie, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Thank you, Mike, for having me, man. That's a pretty long title, Latin crossover.
You have all those things, how to wrap it all in one.
Good job, man. I don't think I could have done it.
Well, congratulations. You are a successful entertainer coming from New Jersey. You're with Ergo Records. You're down here in Miami now, I guess for a little tour or doing some PR. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. We have a lot of Latin artists on the show from time to time. But when I saw your bio and I saw all the fantastic things you've done in the past, I was very excited. Let's talk about your career. You started at a very young age, 17, 16. You've been on soap operas. You've sold millions and millions of records all over the world. How did you get into music, and what's your passion?
I mean, I've really been blessed, you know, and a lot of times I look back on my career and all the different things that I've done, and it's like, wow, I can't believe I've accomplished so much. But by the same token, I can't really reflect on that just yet. I have a lot that I want to do. You know, there's this new step in my career is just pretty much just focusing back on the music. You know what I mean? When you're signed to a major label, which I've been signed to 3 of the 4 majors, a lot of times it becomes like, all right, the next project, and a lot of times you kind of forget that it's about the music and create. So being on this new indie label, Ergo, really opened up the doors to be able to take my time. So for the last 2 years, it's pretty much been, you know, it was the planning, it was getting the right sound. It was fresh, it was nice because my whole career has been, you know, salsa, Latina, Spanish music, you know, and it opened up so many doors musically to be able to experiment. So, you know, that's what we did with the album, and so far the response has been real positive.
You grew up in Jersey.
Yeah.
You grew up loving Bon Jovi. Okay, you love Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. I mean, you know, you grew up in an area where you had Lauryn Hill, Whitney Houston, Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah. I mean, the list goes on and on. So you could have went down any road you wanted to, but you decided, you know, to say, hey, you know, I want to go down the Latin road. I'm going to do what I can, make it big, and now you're going to cross over and you want to conquer the pop road.
Pretty much, conquer's a good word. I mean, that's what I use. You know, the way I look at it is that, you know, I want to take over the world. You know, good things on the horizon. Work with a lot of great people, and just looking forward to putting it out there. Because one of the things that we did, we started working the Spanish version, one of the songs, and we went to radio with that. It's kind of gonna let my current fan base know, look, I'm not going anywhere. But now, come the new year, February, we're gonna hit hard with the new crossover stuff.
Well, you know, we've had some great artists in the past crossover. Ricky Martin, you know, J-Lo, Mark Anthony. I mean, there's a lot, and you know, you seem to have the look, you seem to have the attitude and the drive, which is, you know, most of the effort right there. So it looks like you got a great road ahead.
Well, knock on wood, you know, it's like, you know, the way I look at it, I already succeeded. The fact that I was able to put this album out, feel good about it, get the respect and the response that I've gotten, I feel like I already made it. You know what I mean? Now everything else would be like bonus butter.
You know you made it when you got on One Life to Live. I mean, that's when you know you made it. When you get a cameo on One Life to Live and get those lines, why don't you tell everybody out there about your little highlight of acting on One Life to Live?
Yeah, it's funny because we were just talking about the fact how I did this indie film. You know, when I was like starting, I mean, even before my first album.
Big Pun and all
with
those
Big
guys.
Pun, you know, the guy Tretch, Tyson Beckford, Fat Joe,
right.
Redman. I mean, you name it. The list goes on and on.
Whole New York crew.
The whole New York crew was on that. Very urban, very hip hop. You know, and to come from that, to do that, to fast forward over 10 years later and be on to One Life to Live is like, people are like, what? Just because the show, acting is acting. You got to go from one or the other.
That's right. Did you enjoy acting, or you want to stick to the music business?
You know, first and foremost, I feel like you know, you can't be too many things at one time, but obviously they all connect.
Yeah.
And my focus is music. Right. But I definitely want to try my hand at acting.
Yeah,
why not?
Sure,
you know, I want to do it.
Acting
you know,
is great.
Hey, if I could be on One Life to Live, I think I could do anything, right?
And the name of your album?
The name of the album is Independence Day.
Independence Day. So is there a website or anything that they?
Yeah, they could check it out. They could buy it either at right direct from ergomusic.com. They can go to their local Best Buy, pick it up. They can get it on Amazon.com, iTunes. They could do the full album download also.
You got a music video made for any of those tracks?
We're working on them right now.
Well, congratulations. This is Mike Sherman down here at the Circle House Studios with multi-platinum artist Frankie Negron. Am I saying it correctly?
You said it. Frankie Negron.
Frankie Negron, go get his album ASAP. It's going to be a great album, and congratulations on a great career.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Sure. This is Mike Sherman. We'll be right back.
Coming up next, we're bringing you the ridiculously sexy Halloween parties in South Beach. First, the Playboy party at the Shore Club. Then, off to Mint Lounge. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.